Hello, my loves, my subs, my watchers. I am your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. This is the full month tarot reading for Virgo, December 2018. Let me just get in the live chat and make it where I can actually hear what's going on because I do apologize for any uh, connection issues or anything that skips when you watch back the live stream because I'm on my spiritual journey and it's taking me from place to place. And the Wi-Fi is not always guaranteed wherever I am. And even if they do have Wi-Fi, it's not always as strong as it was when I was just in my own house. So y'all bear with me and I love you long time. But oh, okay. December 2018. Give me a goddess guidance card for Virgo. December 2018, goddess guidance for Virgo. December 2018, goddess guidance for Virgo. December 2018. You have sorceress. You powerful, powerful people. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. As long as you know what you want, you can have it. And it says start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Don't that sound like y'all? Knowing the best way to get it done, you wanting things to be done your way because you know the most fast way to get it done, you know the most efficient way to get it done, because you've probably done it a million times before, or you just know how to get shit popping. But sometimes you have to also delegate and trust other people that they can be just as competent as you. Little Miss Sorcerer, Sorceress. Um, you're magical. Yes, indeed, you are. And really, sometimes all it takes is for you to just show somebody. Like maybe sometimes if you kind of swallow that anxiety or that nervousness and you show the other person how to do it, they can usually get it too. You know, people are a lot smarter than we give each other credit for. So if you lead the way, a lot of time others can follow behind you. You can ask somebody to do something for you, and as long as you can just kind of let them know what it is that you're looking for, I feel like they can do it for you. Oh hell, these cards done came in upside down. I done shuffled them with all these reverses. I don't like reading in reverse. I really don't. I know the upper and lower energies and they come through clear even if the card is upright. I'm sorry I have to do this on camera, y'all. Turn these cards around. Because the only time I really read in reversals is if I'm doing personal readings. Then it makes sense to read the reversals. When it's like such a general energy with so many people watching, then I can just channel whether it's the higher or the lower energy that's coming through strongest. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't like to waste the Virgo's time. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. Okay. Mama. Nova, go to sleep. It's 4:11 in the morning. My 3-year-old is just as lit as she want to be, girl. Just as lit. Okay, so let's get some tarot going here for Virgo. Magical people who need to ask for help or who need to recruit some magical assistance. You know what it is that you want to build, and sometimes you have to just let other people in. That's the not so literal interpretation. I just feel intuitively. Yeah, you know what it is that you want to do, but in your mind, you have this vision of what it is that you want. And then when other people don't necessarily fall in line with that vision, You may find yourself getting frustrated, especially in December. But I feel like what this energy is asking you to do is to trust people, or at least be open enough to tell them what it is that you want or that you're looking for. You can't really expect people to just know, you know. And a lot of times, Virgo isn't exactly the best at teaching. And I say this from experience because I'm surrounded by so many Virgo people, sun and moon and rising, and other placements as well. You're not necessarily the best at teaching, even though you could be. I think it's just having a patience thing. Just it's just a matter of, do you have the patience to teach a person what it is that you want them to do, or do you not feel like they're worth your time? I think maybe that's a good place to start with how you think about something in December. Nova, I'm gonna take those gummies away from you. You need to go to sleep. But I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get into the December tarot. I'll move these on up. All of these distractions, my goodness, I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm trying to work on my timing with these readings too. Okay. So, Virgo, people are seeing you, or someone is looking at you. It's just like this gift. Someone is seeing you as a gift, or others are looking at you as a gift. I could definitely understand why Virgo could be seen as a gift in December. There's some mess or a messy situation, or a situation where it's like clashing. They could see you as a gift, but it's still like they clash with you. I think people do see the good in you. Someone sees the good in you, someone close to you, or just in general, people do see the good in you. It's just that maybe you don't mesh well. Maybe you just can't get things in alignment. You just can't get right. Just can't get right. I don't want to. It could be people, like if you have like a group of friends or something, or like a little clique or something, and you may feel like the black sheep. But I'm really feeling that energy if it's just like somebody who sees you as like a gift, like they have a lot of love for you, but it's like shit just can't get right. Like, we may have a common goal, but it's just not meshing together. Yeah, it's something. It's something that's keeping it from happening. I feel like it's the way one person looks at something is not the way you look at it. The way you think something should be is not the way they think it should be. It's like, even though y'all have a common goal, it's gonna be hell trying to get there. It look like they're still passionate about you though, but they're still confident that you are worth working with. That you worth the time and you worth the trouble. I feel like they definitely see you as being worth it. In December, um, you may be just trying to get to a different place financially, or trying to move to a different home, or wanting to trade in your vehicle. There just seems to be like a hint at some change in December around your physical possessions. You know, I'm thinking that it has a lot to do with you just kind of evaluating the experiences that make up how you feel about yourself, and thus how you are able to invest in other people in December. I do think there's going to be an end to running I will say that. Like maybe if you jump from job to job to job to job to job, I do feel like you'll find something that satisfies you and there'll be an end to all of that movement. Or if you were somewhere that you didn't necessarily feel 100% at home and you just were still on the lookout for something that made you feel at home, you'll find it. No, be quiet. Something that'll make you feel at home, you'll find that it'll be an end to feeling like you still have to look around to find home. And definitely, just like if there's things within you that you've been running from, things that may hurt or hinder your own sense of self-worth that you've been running from, I do feel like you face them and you find a solution. Because I feel like anything that was making you feel down, see that Nine of Swords card came out, anything that was causing you to feel down or feel less than or feel mental anguish, it feels like you get away from that. That's over with. Any situation or person that was like beating you down and making you feel like you weren't worthy or like you aren't good enough, I feel like you get away from it, or the situation moves and there's an end to it. In December, I really think you're just looking at things from just, and this is always, so that's just kind of standard, I guess, with the Page of Coins. In December, you're just looking at things from a common sense point of view. You're looking at things from like a common sense point of view. Um, you only will give your opinion if someone really specifically requests it. You're not really trying to get in anybody's business and not trying to do too much. Also, I guess that has a lot to do with that start delegating card. Like you will be able to express things in a way that people can understand, I feel, in December. So your communications may be a lot more effective. Yeah, people may be actually able to come to grips with it and kind of understand where it is that you're coming from because you communicate in such a way that you just kind of make it plain. And there we go. When we were talking about, spending the time to teach people what it is that you need from them, I feel like you're able to do that, especially in terms of a relationship. Like there's an opening of communication. Like maybe you kind of, after all of this energy here, if there being like a clashing and whatnot, and you reviewing the things that maybe made you feel like you weren't worth saying exactly what it is that you need, you come to a point where you can kind of express yourself. And I'm not asking for no big displays of, emotions and stuff here. I don't feel like that's what the cards are saying. It's more like a just an openness, a fresh start, an openness in terms of just being secure enough in the relationship to express yourself in a way that they can understand so that they can understand where it is that you're coming from. You have that devil card which represents fear to me in the card in the spread position that represents like home and family. Also, this is like the inner soul, like essentially who you are, within your soul. And you may have carried around a lot of fear in life for whatever reason. I don't know what it is that causes you to have that the anxious thoughts and not feel like you can verbalize exactly what it is that you're feeling. I don't know who tried to harm your sense of self-worth, but all of that is coming to an end. That toxic energy could just kind of following you and infiltrating your home and your family and your relationships and kind of holding you back. I do feel like you'll meet that and cut it out. It's like you get to the bottom of it in December. You get to the bottom of it in December and you're able to kind of cut it out. Officially, once and for all. You could be speaking with a therapist or a priest or, a preacher, someone who's really spiritual and who is very positive and who you feel like you can confide in without being judged. I do think they'll help you to really get to the bottom of that fear and eliminate that so that you can move forward. And in love, that's that moving forward, the Ace of Staffs card, where you can be more open and be more passionate about what it is that you want. So I do feel like you get a fresh start in love as a result of, just meeting that mental anguish head on, getting it out the way, talking about it, and devil or Outwit the Devil. If you haven't ever heard of it, y'all need to read that book by Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. That's some deep shit. It's deep. The devil got his claws on a lot of us, on most of us. Like 82, like not 82. Why did I say 82? What is it about 82? Does 82 mean something to y'all? But like 98% of us, like it's crazy. It's so deep. Like if you don't take nothing else from this reading, go read that book or check out the audio book for Outwitting the Devil. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube too, by Napoleon Hill, the same person who wrote Think and Grow Rich, one of the most popular books in American history, but especially business related. But yeah, I just see you have a new direction, like a new passion about your love. You being open with this person, being a lot more open in how you express things in the relationship. I do feel like it creates more passion. It opens that doorway so that you can give more passion and get more passion. Yeah, I do see you being very much so highly fulfilled. A person really looking at you favorably, where you may go from that energy of they already were like thinking of you as a gift. There was just so much, like, so much clashing or whatever. But as you go through the month and you deal with things, they still see you as somebody worth pursuing. Like they hang in there and they see you as somebody worth pursuing. Once you defeat those demons, that fear, the things that keep you from being 100% transparent in a relationship, and when I say that, I don't mean like you're lying. I mean, like, sometimes you may feel something instead of saying exactly what you feel. Virgo, I feel like you will kind of temper your response. Like, you'll kind of scoot around the issue instead of dead saying exactly what it is. Because maybe you feel like your feelings aren't valid or they aren't important enough. Or sometimes you won't say anything at all, but it'll still come out. Like you won't say exactly how you feel, but then you like turn around and make a snide remark or some type of like rude comment that exposes how you really feel. And I hear somebody saying like, "Damn, that's how you really feel." Like I feel like somebody that you're involved with has said that to you or is be thinking that about you sometimes. Like, "Damn, that's how you feel," or "That's how you really feel," or "Say how you really feel." Like something to that effect. That's like kind of what I'm hearing in my head, and you just have to be a lot more transparent. But I do feel like you become more transparent in December, and they that really just ups your stock or that adds value to them, to you. It also gives you a sense of freedom. It's like you unlock who you truly are in the relationship. You become a lot more free in the relationship. You feel a lot more stable in the relationship, and that in itself defeats the devil, because if you don't have those negative fearful thoughts about whether this thing will or won't work out, then you're good. Some people are in a place where they're like, I really don't care if it work out or not. They can accept me for who I am, or I'm just gonna go about my business, because I feel that energy too with the nine of coins and the ace of staffs. But to that effect, how many more people you gonna run through where you be like, well, you can accept me as I am, and or I go on about my way, before you get to a point where you just end up old and lonely, and you're gonna have to meet with who you are anyway. You can act like you don't have any flaws or try to run from the devil or run for those anxious thoughts all you want to, but eventually you're gonna have to deal with it. And if it's the other party that I'm channeling, then don't take offense to it. But if you know it's you, then I mean, ain't no point in being defensive about it. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to come down on y'all head or nothing. I just want you to get to the point where you can just be free. I just really want you to get to the point where you can be free. So I know you're good at doing stuff on your own. I know you can make stuff happen, but this card right here is telling you that you don't have to make it happen all by yourself. You can be with somebody else, and you can have your heart's desire if you can just open up and talk to people. Ask for what it is that you want. What you want is worth talking about. It's worth explaining. It's worth it. A lot of things about how you just conduct yourself overall, I feel like will be changing in December. Not saying that you're trying to become a whole new person. Just, when you become more transparent, like I'm saying, you operate from a new place. I think you do become a lot more dependent. And not saying that you are needy. You just allow yourself to receive, you know? You allow yourself to actually depend on somebody for once. Like you stop having to be alert all the time and you can actually enjoy something. It's like a lot of times somebody can give you something and it's like you have so much on your task list that you can't even stop and enjoy what somebody just gave you. Or you can't even stop and enjoy the simple pleasures in life because there's always something to do. It's a to-do list that never ends. But when you kind of, open up, become transparent, ask for what it is that you need from people, or talk about what it is that you need from people, or say exactly what it is that you feel so that you can see whether or not they will, change for you. I think a lot of times you'll realize people are a lot more flexible than you may think they are. I don't think you give people as much credit as they deserve, Virgo. Maybe because you've had to depend on yourself for so long, but I really don't think you give others enough credit for what they can contribute to you. I think you may be looking at them like, I don't want that little bitty shit you got to offer. Even though I'm not saying like y'all, like, I'm not saying you're ungrateful, but there is an element of being critical where somebody tries to give you something and you like, but it's not blase blase. Well, if you had opened your mouth and said what you really wanted from the get go, they probably would have gotten it right instead of having to guess and then present something to you that you essentially kind of cut down. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like a lot of that is changing for you, like on a day to day basis. I think you're just kind of watching how you receive or watching situations where you can allow yourself to be more dependent instead of being the one who always has to be dependable. I really do feel like you are looking for opportunities where you can receive or where you can be more open about what it is that you want instead of just expecting people to know what it is that you want. And it's going to help you to bring in a lot more, when you're clear about what it is that you want and you actually have the guts to express it, you receive a lot more, if that's the energy that you're holding on to, that what I want matters, what I want, it matters, and I'm valid in expressing my desires. When you embody that energy, the universe starts to send you things that you desire. So in your relationships, I see things coming together as you begin to be more open, you know. A lot of times, I think with Virgo energy, you kind of want to stay humble, quote unquote. You want to be humble so you don't make it known what it is that you really want. Then that's where that stereotype of you criticize everything comes from. Because when somebody does give you something and it's not exactly what you want, it's not because they were lacking, it's because you didn't really open your mouth and tell them exactly what it is that you wanted. And you can have what you want. You just have to be open about it. Don't feel like you have to be humble about what it is that you want. You deserve to have your desires met. And I do feel like that's happening for you as an as a result of you kind of changing how you relate to people in terms of receiving and letting them know what it is that you desire. Things start to come together for you. You start to really enjoy more of what comes to you in relationships. Yeah, whatever comes into you is like you be happy for it. You be happy for it to come to you. That's what's up. Your fulfillment, like your not even just like emotional fulfillment, like your fulfillment with life in general. I feel like takes a turn here in December 2018. Like, really, when you open up and you allow yourself to express what it is that you desire, you get rid of all of those unfulfilled needs that you have. Because you can have that 10 of coins, it can be yours. You can put an end to being always being unfulfilled or not finding exactly what it is that you want if you just open your mouth and be honest about what you want, Virgo. If you just say what it is. And a lot of times, Virgo, they feel like they are expressive and, like they'll say what it is that they feel, but a lot of times it comes after the fact. If you, like, I'm trying to say it in a way that don't sound rude. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. It's like, you don't have to be humble about what it is that you want. Like, take a page from Leo. They gonna say what the hell it is they want. Like, you can say what it is that you want and still do it with that Virgo grace. That way, when you are on the receiving end, you don't get less than what it is that you really wanted it. Like, you have to challenge that part of you. Yeah, there's a complete challenging of it and an eventual end to that part of you who feels like your needs are not met. That's really what's being challenged and what's being defeated here. That feeling of your needs not being met, of your desires not being fulfilled, of your requests not being answered. You have the 10 of coins here as the thing that is really transforming in your life in December 2018. You better tell Santa Claus what you want, Virgo. Shit. You better tell Santa Claus exactly what it is that you want. Don't get up there, well, I would like something that'll entertain me, and I'll like something that lasts for a long time. Tell them I want a 68-inch uh Samsung curved Roku TV, with the wall mount. Be specific. Tell them exactly what it is that you want. I don't want a dependable, I just want a dependable vehicle. No, we're not trying to hear that. Because when somebody pull up in like a 10-year-old used RAV4, you're gonna have something to say. Tell them I would like a Escalade, a third row seat SUV or something like that, a new something with less than like 20,000 miles on it. Tell people what it is that you want. Tell them exactly. You have to instruct people what you want. You have to tell them exactly what it is. You have to be open. You can't do that general, well, I just want blase, blase, trying to make it seem like you don't want a lot. It doesn't matter whether it's a lot to somebody else or not. Because if it's a lot to them, they're not the person for you. Say exactly what it is that you want, Virgo. What I see coming in for you in December is somebody who will cater to your needs, who wants to cater to your needs, somebody who is there, they're emotionally balanced. They don't mind having to go out and do a little work to get you what it is that will make you happy. Look at that. That's just what I was saying. Okay. I seen the King of Cups because I was saying this person who wants to meet your needs. The King of Cups is a provider. We have the Two of Swords right behind it. That's the card of friendship. It's a person who, that Virgo energy of not wanting to say what it is that you really want. That's why your arm is over your face. But the dog is there, like, okay, what do you want? What do you need? The other person is there, just like that dog is like man's best friend. You have somebody here who wants to be like a best friend to you, or who is like a best friend to you, who's just sitting there waiting on you to tell them what it is that you're so conflicted about. You have to open up. You have to open up. You have to trust in yourself enough to know that whatever energy you embody, not what you put out, whatever energy it is that you embody, that's what comes back to you. If you embody that, well, I'm going to discount what it is that I want, you're going to get some discount shit handed to you. But if you know that your desires matter, you'll have people like this King of Cups with the Two of Swords, this supportive, protective, go getter, wants to provide type energy, who will give to you. Look at that. The Six of Swords, that's somebody, they'll travel, they'll go far and wide, they'll move mountains for you, they'll cross the seas for you, move the oceans, not move the ocean, move mountains across the oceans for you. That's a real friend energy, somebody who knows how to go and get it. It's not that just you're not just in the presence of somebody who you tell them something and they be like, oh shit, how am I gonna make it happen? You're in the presence of somebody who knows how to go and get it. They know how to please you. They know how to please people. You just have to tell them what pleases you, Virgo. You have to have enough self-worth to tell them where to go. They're in this chariot waiting on your direction. You see him looking. He's like, I'm waiting on you. Just tell me what you need. Tell me what you want, and I got it. You can have it. Tell me. Because you look like you have the reputation of someone who wants to do it all on their own. Again, going back to this card here that says start delegating. You have this reputation of somebody who wants to do it all on your own, but you also have somebody who wants to invest in you. It's like up here, where somebody sees you as a gift, regardless of all of this other, mess. This is a small thing to them, I feel like. Regardless of this, in the confusion around what it is that they give you and, how they do things and feeling like maybe it's not enough, they still see you as worth it. They still see you as a gift. They still want to try with you. Keep trying for you. It's no ordinary love, I'll tell you that much. There's a lot of people that just give up, but they still want to invest in you. Still want to invest in you. They just need a hint. They just need a hint, Virgo. And that's your card. They want to invest in the Virgo. They just need a hint. They just need a little light in the dark. They don't know exactly what it is. So it feels like they kind of just, picking straws, trying to figure out what it is that's going to please you. They need help. You can have whatever it is that you want. You have to let people know what it is that you want. You have to make the decision. You have to show them the direction. I mean, of course, it's still up to them to decide if they want to do it, but essentially, it's you that tells them. Oh, I do personal readings. Who is this? 77 Super Dolce. I do personals. Check the description box. But yeah, you have to show them the way to go, Virgo. Here in the social aspect, I do see that you get like some type of gift or some type of boost here. Um, and you know what I really feel like it's a sign. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like you get a sign. Oh goodness. You get look at here. This could be your sign in December. Listen, I just said you get a sign in terms of like your friendship. And I feel like this is going back to when I was saying you have a friend here who wants to be there for you, who's willing and ready to do anything for you. You get a sign here in December that it's time for you to like allow people to do for you just as much as you do for them. Those thoughts that you have about, the critique and criticism and all of that comes when maybe somebody doesn't reciprocate the way that you would have preferred them to do it, there's an end to that. So not only is it just within this relationship with the person, it becomes a thing all around, all across the board. That's what you're changing. How you receive, you know, you change how you receive by changing how you put your requests out there into the universe, or the energy that you put out there. And you change that energy by meeting that place inside of you that tells you that you're not worth saying exactly what it is that you want. You don't have to downplay your desires, Virgo. You can have everything you want, and it's a complete end to you feeling like you have to carry everything by yourself. You don't have to carry anything by yourself. You have people ready and willing to work for you. Fruitful victory, um, like a mental accomplishment. You overcome some self-limiting belief, some thought that may have been causing patterns to repeat in your life. You realize where you had missed opportunities to really have complete fulfillment because you just weren't speaking up for yourself. And now that you realize that, you correct it. Look at that. Look at that. That's the new cycle that you start. being fulfilled, being happy. In when it's time to celebrate, not receiving gifts and be like, this isn't exactly what I wanted. No, you can have everything that you want on birthdays. You don't have to look at a gift and be like, that's not what I like. Or on an anniversary, you don't have to look at your partner and be like, that's not, really what I would have liked to have as an anniversary gift. You're over that. You have a chance to break out of that cycle of just receiving any old thing and then kind of having this bitterness toward other people, feeling like they're not as competent as you, when really what it is that you're not open enough with them to tell them what you desire explicitly. Like, you have to be thorough, and don't feel like you're this ugly person or this ungrateful person because of it. You have to be thorough because you are important enough. That's you. You're a thorough person. So your request can be thorough. Quit trying to downplay it. It's okay. The biggest thing here is about reception. What you receive. It's all about what you receive. You have a chance here to like really start receiving exactly what it is that you want. These are the three cards at the bottom. This was the bottom. This was right underneath it. This was right on top of that. Receiving. The Eight of Cups. You stop dealing with, things that maybe, don't make you feel as happy or feeling, kind of happy. No, we're going to tip that cup up and make it all straight, and we're going to feel like we are balanced and we happy. We're going to be sure of our happiness when we receive something. We're going to do justice to how we receive things. And I'm talking about, stuff like anniversary gifts or like a birthday gift or something, whatever. But I mean, like, in the general scheme of everything in life, if you allow yourself to be open about exactly what it is that you want and quit trying to play like humble, you know what I'm saying? You won't end up in a position where you have to critique what it is that people give you, because you'll let them know exactly what it is that you want. And you have people around you who are ready and willing to give you what it is that you want. If you would just stop biting your tongue. See, a lot of people don't know that Virgo bite their tongue a lot. They just see the ones who just, make criticizing remarks, or who kind of tell like kind of, dry or dark humor jokes. But a lot of Virgos do bite their tongues. For what reason, I don't know. You better say what it is you want. But if this resonates with you, I feel like you'll be able to, break that cycle here in December. I don't know what it is it's going to take you to break that cycle, but I do see something happening here where you get a sign. Just like I was saying, you get some type of sign, and this could be it. This reading could be the one telling you to kind of wake up and take control of how you call in your blessings. Because like I was saying, you are the sorceress. You are a magical person. You can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So it's not missed. I'm not missing the fact that you know exactly what it is that you want. It's just that you're not communicating what it is that you want. When somebody asks you what you want, you try to downplay it. You want to take the humble route. I hear Beyonce, that video of Beyonce was like, I don't know why God blessed me the way he blesses me. Like, listen, we don't need you to play humble. We just need you to tell us what you need or what you want. We know you're humble people. We know you're helpers. You don't have to do anything more to prove that to us. Just tell us what you want, because you deserve that much. Tell us how to please you. Since you're so good at pleasing other people, tell us how to please you, Virgo. Okay? So if this resonates with you and you have a personal situation that you want me to do a reading on, then check my description box. Also, I do accept love exchanges. My PayPal and Google Pay information is in the description box as well. And Empress Divine Channel has a Facebook page now. So go like it, and you can see which readings I'm going to put up next, which readings had the most views or whatever. I'm just going to have a lot of nice stuff over there. Also, notifications about when I'm about to do live Q&A sessions, so you can get your free questions in and get a quick little reading on that. So check us out on Facebook, like the page to stay updated. Thank you for watching, Virgo. I wish you the absolute best. Say what it is you want, and you will receive. Sit on Santa's lap and tell him exactly what you want for Christmas. Okay? I love y'all. Bye.